This episode is brought to you by Netflix. Jay Kelly, the new film from Academy Award nominee Noah Baumbach. George Clooney stars as an actor confronting his past and present on a journey of self-discovery, alongside Adam Sandler as his devoted manager. Critics are calling it a declaration of love to the chaotic art of filmmaking, with the Wall Street Journal praising it as a transcendent comedy drama. Watch Jay Kelly December 5th, only on Netflix.
Say hello to the all-new Alexa Plus and see how Alexa can do so much more for you. Need tickets to see your favorite artist? Craving your comfort restaurant? Just sit back, relax, and talk naturally. Alexa's on it. It learns your style, anticipates what's next, and makes it happen across Echo, Fire TV, and more. Learn more at amazon.com/new Alexa.
Sunday morning. With us today is Rabbi Marc Schneier, a good friend, and his dad is a great friend to me. I was on his dad's board for 25 years. Rabbi, I understand they attacked, there was a group of Palestinians attacked your father's synagogue on Park Avenue Synagogue last week. And your sister was there, and I had your sister on our radio show too. Tell me the outcome. I understand Randy Mastro apologized. He was the mayor in charge of that week, and I understand that Jesse, and the police commissioner, Jessica Tisch, went there and apologized. Give us the what happened, and tell us what's going on.
So I can't really speak to what happened in Park Avenue Synagogue. That's my father's congregation. I'm the rabbi here in the Hamptons. But I think my contribution is the fact that the mayor-elect, Zoran Mamdani, reached out to me on Friday on his way to Washington to meet President Trump. The mayor-elect is familiar with my being at the forefront of the building of Muslim-Jewish relations globally. And he called me Friday morning at 11:45. First, he expressed his condemnation of what took place, and I immediately said, I appreciate your condemnation. I find that condemnation to be somewhat half-baked because you added a caveat to your condemnation, where you also accused the synagogue of the misuse of sacred space, hosting Nefesh B'Nefesh, which is the organization out of Israel promoting immigration. And I reminded the mayor-elect that not only, I said to him, not only are you out of touch with the Jewish community, you're out of touch with the greater Muslim world. And because of my engagement with Arab and Muslim leaders around the world, I cited the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, Indonesia, Azerbaijan, UAE, Bahrain, a whole litany of countries that support a two-state solution. They may be championing the need for a Palestinian state, but never at the expense of the Jewish state. And you, Mr. Mayor-elect, you refuse to recognize Israel's right to exist as a Jewish state. And I told Mr. Mamdani that I will never bifurcate anti-Zionism and anti-Semitism, that the demonization of Israel will only lead to attacks on Jews that we witnessed last week, particularly when you use anti-Semitic tropes like genocide, occupation, apartheid. And I challenged him, therefore, John, not from a Jewish perspective, but from a Muslim Islamic perspective. He is out of step with the greater Muslim world today that recognizes the Jewish state of Israel, and he needs to get on the peace train before it's too late.
So you think you made progress, or you think he has his mind made up?
I think he's very much a product of his father's anti-Israel rhetoric, diatribe, if not hatred. That anti-Israel ideology is embedded in him. However, he did say that, I offered to take him on a global tour of all of these Arab and Muslim countries to meet these leaders. And I said, if you don't have the time, let's meet with their ambassadors here in New York. You need to recognize you are out of touch with where the Muslim world is today. And to think the irony that to address the Mamdanis of the world, we may have to turn to the Persian Gulf. We may have to turn to the Caucasus states like Azerbaijan, like Kazakhstan, like Uzbekistan, the great Muslim majority countries, to try to knock some sense into these extremists and Islamic and this Islamic radical behavior, particularly when it comes to the state of Israel.
Understood. So do you have hope for New York City?
I have hope because the second part of my conversation, using a colloquial basketball expression, I said to Mr. Mamdani, I have an easy layup for you. When you become mayor, why don't you sponsor legislation that would no longer permit any protest, any demonstration in front of the house of worship in New York City, be it a synagogue, a church, or a mosque? I said, look, I've been a resident of Manhattan, of the Upper East Side my entire life. And when you look at the United Nations General Assembly Week and you have these global leaders, whether it's Putin, whether it's Abbas, whether it's Netanyahu, whether it's Erdogan, you name it, and they're saying at the Park Lane or at the Regency or at the Waldorf or at the Mark or at the St. Regis, never, but never is a counter demonstration allowed in front of those hotels, in front of those buildings. And I think that's where we need to be when it comes to demonstrations in front of houses of worship. And I must tell you, John, he kept saying, Rabbi, I love that idea. I love that idea. You have my number. Let's continue this conversation. Let's work on this legislation. And he has contacted me several times since that call we had last Friday.
So you've talked to him many times?
Several times.
Well, Rabbi Marc Schneier, thank you for your call this Sunday morning. And let's continue to talk because you may be a mode of communications.
Listen, John, as I told the mayor-elect, we can agree to disagree without being disagreeable. And both you and Mamdani know how outspoken, how critical I have been of Mamdani for more than 6 months now. And I've not in any way hidden my feelings, but I do appreciate that he chose to reach out to me. Let's see where this takes us.
Thank you so much, and let's catch up again real soon.
All right. Thank you, my friend. Take care.